I mean, how long do I have today?
30 to 40 minutes. I mean, however long, honestly, that you want to talk, and we can do some Q&A at the end. I just try to jump off by 11:45 to jump on over to the Lunch and Grow for whoever wants to be on that as well. So,
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we'll go ahead and kick off. My name is Starla Scribner. I'm a 200K out of Granbury, Texas. Super, super excited to be with you guys today and have Jamie Lindberg on with me. She is a sideline sister out of Arizona. The one thing I will always encourage everyone to do is qualify for everything you have the opportunity to, and then show up for everything that you have the opportunity to, because not only does it show that you're a leader for your team and you're in the game and you're, running and working and doing and showing up for yourself and your team, you're leading your pack, but you will always learn and grow from every event. Even if it's a lifestyle getaway, you are going to be sitting poolside with some of the coolest people. I don't even remember the exact moment I met Jamie. But I know it's been at one of those things, either, maybe a millionaire dinner, or maybe just a lifestyle getaway, a meeting in the pool, or, at a VIP event. I don't even remember that's weird that I don't remember the exact, do you remember, Jamie?
No,
I don't
gosh,
remember the
no.
exact moment we met, but you learn from other people. And, she does different things a little bit differently sometimes than I do growing my team. And one thing that I've very recently taken away from her, I'm pretty sure it was on a training before Thrivepalooza, because I started all out massive action on personal efforts again. I revamped and upped everything I was doing personally in January. And then I got to hear Jamie speak. Anybody that was at Thrivepalooza, don't ever miss it. If you missed it, that's fine. Don't ever do it again. Show up at Thrivepalooza. But Jamie was one of the ones that were on stage sharing her wisdom. She's probably going to share a lot of that again today. But what I take away from Jamie is consistency. All the time you will see her showing up. Hopefully my team says the same about me. It would never occur to me to miss a Zoom or a getaway or a local that's going to be in my area, or Thrivepalooza. It blows my mind sometimes that people act like it's a choice. To us, it is not a choice. It's a priority. We are committed. We made the decision. We're growing this business. We're changing our future. And you do it by showing up. So what I took from Jamie at whatever training I heard her on prior, and then at Thrivepalooza, was customer retention by being consistent every day and earning auto elite. I mean, once you get to a specific rank and you can earn auto elite, it's hard to do, but it's $1,600 a month. And quite frankly, you guys, for all these years, I've been missing it. I have been missing it until the last 4 months. I got it, and I do not intend to ever let it go. And I will tell you, it takes work, and all of the work that I've been doing, I have learned from Jamie. So Jamie, in everything in life, it takes consistency, whether it's a diet, whether it's a workout program, whether it's keeping your house clean, staying on top of laundry. I mean, if you want results in your life, you have to be consistent. So I can't wait for you to hop on here, share with us the things that you do daily to grow and stay consistent. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. So I don't remember what getaway it was at, but I can tell you this, and this is, I do talk to every single one of person on my team who earns their very first getaway. And I said, the one thing that I did at my very first getaway, it was literally, I'll never forget this. It was Megan Shaughnessy and Rachel Wacheska. I sat in front of them on the bus. Like, I got off the plane, we got on the bus, we were going to Cabo. I was 40K. I was deer in the headlights, and I started introducing myself and talking to people. I was like, what are you doing? How are you growing your business? Where do you do every single day that makes your business run? Like, I started that at the very first lifestyle getaway, and that has never stopped. Even hitting the millionaire award, I'm still sitting with people, because here's the deal, guys. If you think you're the smartest person in the room, find a new room. But secondly, you've got to learn from other people. What worked for me 7 years ago building is not working now. We have to switch and grow and learn. And this is something that is extremely different within Lavelle than any other network marketing company. And this is my first rodeo. I have not been with another network marketing company, but I am in in a group that has other network marketers. And this is very, very unusual that sideline people are connecting, that leaders from completely different teams are connecting. And I think that that is what makes the community with Lavelle super, super special. So I couldn't tell you which pool it was. I want to say it was the first Puerto Vallarta when we really became friends. We were out with the turtles, Starla. I think that watching them release the turtles, I think that's it. Cause that's when I go back through pictures, that is our first picture together is in Puerto Vallarta. So I want to say that it was the first Puerto Vallarta, but they all kind of run together. I think we're going on like, what is this millionaire thing? I think it's number 21 or 22 for me. So anyway, point is to get connected with other people, find out what people are doing that's working for them. There's always, I mean, your newest 4K could know something that blows you away that they're doing that's working in their business. And not everything's going to work for everything I do is not going to work for you. Everything that Starla does is not going to work for you. So figure out what works for you and then stay consistent. Here's the deal, guys. We're going to go really real and raw. I have my tissues because I'm not sure if I can hold it together, but here's the deal. Lean in with me, lean in, take off your camera or put your cameras on for all of you that are on. Listen, I don't want to do this every day. I don't want to sit down in this office today and work. I really don't. I really, really want to hang out with my kid all day. She's leaving in 9 days. I just want to spend the day with her. I don't really want to work. I didn't really want to work on Wednesday. Last Wednesday was my 20th anniversary, and I just wanted to chill with Mike. I didn't care if he needed to work. I just wanted to sit with him and be with him. I just wanted to go to lunch. I wanted to go to brunch and drink mimosas all day and then lay by the pool and drink rosé. I just wanted to hang out. I really didn't want to work last Wednesday, and I really don't want to work today. But guess what? I've created habits, and I show up, and I do work. Because the habits that continue to make this grow is what puts food on the table for my family. I don't have another option. This is my job. And as much as we kind of go, oh, we're just sharing, we're just telling people about Thrive. If your goal is for this to be your full-time job, you show up and work when you don't want to. You show up and work every day of the week when you don't want to. Now, I'll be real with you. I worked a half day on Wednesday. Mike and I both went into our offices. I got up early. I went to the gym super early on Wednesday because I need to get the gym done. And then I sat down at my desk and I powered through until noon. And then at noon, we went to brunch and drank mimosas. And I took the rest of the day off. The beauty of this business, right? And today I sat down and started working in my office an hour and a half ago. I did a couple 3-way calls. I prepped for this. I got my stuff ready to do my birthdays, everything that I need to do today. And Hannah and I are leaving at 11 and gonna go. We have to go have paperwork notarized. Like, how is this happening? I have to sign paperwork with my daughter to give dual power of attorney and medical power of attorney. How is she an adult? But we have to go do that. And so the beauty of this business is I don't have to ask a boss. I don't have to take the half day off of work and not get paid. No, but I still have to work. I still have to put in the effort. So guess what? I got up early and did the gym extra early, even though it was kind of a little bit darker out this morning. And I really didn't want to get out of bed. I did. I got out of bed and went, because guys, it's building those habits and working because you have people counting on you. That's the deal. So when you look at the big picture, I'm going to jump all over the place. I'm a little bit squirrel today. I realize that. So follow along. But here's the deal. When you sign up to be a brand promoter with this business, you become a leader. That's what you do. Whether you like it or not, you become a leader. And as soon as you bring one customer on, you are leading that customer to better health. You are leading that customer to feel better. You are leading that customer to a better lifestyle. That is your responsibility. They have just spent $160 with you, and you can't just leave them. You can't just say, thanks for the order, bye-bye. We have a responsibility. And when you do that, and when your team does that, and when other people do that, that's what gives network marketing a bad name. So stop it. Stop it. Create better. Do better. Because guess what? You do, And this business does reward you beautifully and greatly. And you get to change lives, and you get to go on vacations, and you get to meet really cool people like Starla and me. I'm so fun. You get to do those things. Like, it's really great. And I can promise you, working a 9 to 5 at wherever the office down the road is not going to provide you that, but this does. So are you staying consistent? And guys, that does not mean sitting in front of your desk all day long. You really don't have to. I mean, there are a lot of days that I am in front of my desk all day long. But here's my question to you. So I'm $1 million leader. I have about 70,000 customers within my network. I have about 7,000 brand promoters within my network. I have earned every single lifestyle getaway that has come out since I have been with Lavelle. And I have spoken on almost every single Thrivepalooza stage. My PPA right now is at 11 combined with me and my husband's account. He has never even logged into his account, so guess who runs it? And so my question to you, knowing all of that, I mean, you all, a lot of you already know all of these statistics, but my question to you is, Monday through Sunday. So for an entire month, I tracked every single thing I did. Every single thing I did, I put it into 4 different categories: work, which meant literally just Lavelle business; me time, which meant the gym, getting ready in the morning, reading, anything that I considered me time; family time, that was anytime I considered enjoying the family; and then work time. You know what work time was? Freaking doing laundry, making dinner, making school lunches. That was work time, like that, or that was it. So it's business, me time, family time, work time. So I tracked it on a Google Excel doc that like was super intricate and like timed everything out and stuff. So in 1 month, 30 days, I tracked. So what my question to you is, on average, in those 4 weeks, how many hours a week do you think that I work? Drop in the chat. How many hours a week do you think? And if you are on my team and you already know the answer to this, you cannot answer. But for the rest of you, how many hours a week do you think that I worked, knowing all of those statistics? 20, 22, Jason Stewart said 50. Who else? Who else wants to take a guess? 100, Betty Shelton. Betty, I love you. 30, 15, 80, 60, 25. All right. So many of you were so close and so many of you were so off. It was about 22 hours a week. 22 hours a week. I work and I put food on the table for my family. I pay our bills. I go on 3 vacations a year. I drive 2 beautiful cars. I earn Auto Elite. 22 hours a week. Is it worth it? 22 hours a week. Lots of you are working over 40 hours a week. And I get it. Guys, when you first start out, it's not a lot of money. I get it. When you first start out, you are grossly underpaid in this business, but you stay consistent. And I promise you, I give you my word, everything that I live and breathe, that once you stay consistent and you build and you grow, you are grossly overpaid. I promise you that. So how do you stay consistent? Checks and balances, guys. What are you doing? Where are you working? Figure out where you're going to work. And for a lot of you, that is all over the place. And that's awesome. That's not me. I need an office. I need a space. I need a place where all my stuff is. But for a lot of you, it's on the road. It's working from your office. It's working on your lunch breaks. I have a teacher right now building to 12K, and she's gone back to school and she's working on her lunch breaks. So guess what? Get something that you can take with you that has everything in it. I love this. This is like a, I don't know, Amazon deal. And I keep everything in this, all my notes, everything is here. I mean, it sits on my desk all the time, but everything is here. My things to do list is here. Find what works for you and stick with it. So you need a things to do list every single day. You should be getting up first thing in the morning, or a lot of you do it before bed. And I get that. I am done at night, but I do it first thing in the morning, and you intentionally turn off your phone, turn off everything, and intentionally sit down and write the things you need to do. Write down every single thing that you need to do, and you're not going to bed until it's done. So every single day you should be birthdays is number one. You should be getting on and seeing whose birthday it is and reaching out. And guys, this is not just happy birthday. This is asking a question, because remember, we need to be in conversations with people. And this is where we're going to kind of start to move out of consistency and start talking about what we need to be doing. We need to be in conversations. Are you asking questions? Are you saying, are you doing anything fun to celebrate today? That's a great question, asking them. If you're getting in on Monday and I take Sundays off. I don't work on Sundays. So usually on Fridays, I try to get all my birthdays in. I didn't on Friday. It was my daughter's 18th birthday. I did not get it done on Friday. So this morning I wrote to all my people whose birthday was Saturday and Sunday and said, did you do anything fun to celebrate over the weekend? Are you celebrating another year around the sun? What kind of question are you asking? Because we need to be in conversations with people. My team is like, seriously, Jamie, are you going to say it again? But posts, social media gets eyes on you. It does not get the sales. It's the conversations that create the sales. It's the connection with people that create the sales. Okay. Now, if you're brand new and you're like, oh, Jamie, I just put up a post and I got 3 people to order. Fantastic. That's going to stop real quick. I promise you. It's the conversations. So if you are not having those conversations behind the scenes, you are not going to continue to build this business. So birthdays are a great way to go. A lot of people go through memories and, oh my gosh, 10 years ago, we were doing this, and you're connecting with that friend. Oh my gosh, do you remember 10 years ago today? We were on the beach in San Diego hanging out together. The kids were so tiny. How are your kids doing? Always asking a question. So getting into those conversations. I love the idea of, if you're going to start conversations. So I use my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every single day. I think 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is super, super important. I a lot of times front load my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I know, I have something going on for my anniversary, I do a lot more on Monday and Tuesday. We're moving Hannah down to college next week. So I'm going to do a lot more this week to cover for next week. So that's another way to show consistency. If you do need to have some time off, a few days off, front load, get things done before you go. So anyway, think about the conversations that you can be having. Those are super important, you guys, to be creating those conversations. I've been doing a lot of training on transformational selling within my team. I think it's super important. Transformational selling. Hey, Susan. So pretty today. Transformational selling starts with the connection phase. Are you connecting with people somehow? Here's a great one. If you decide you want to reach out to somebody that you went to high school with, what is a memory that you have with the person that you went to high school with? Oh my gosh, remember our senior year when we all did senior ditch day and went out to the lake? I drove by the lake last week and totally was thinking about you. How the heck are you? There has to be some type of connection, guys, not just, hey, so have you heard of Thrive yet? That's what I'm doing. I love that I've heard of Thrive. Have you heard of Thrive yet? I did that. I love that. Have you heard of Thrive yet? I did that with people who I had connection with already. When I sent out my first several messages of have you heard of Thrive yet? I did that with people that I was in community with on a regular basis, not just out of the blue. That's yucky, guys. People don't like that anymore. Social selling is happening everywhere. I mean, shoot, I just bought 3 shirts off of Instagram the other day. Social selling is happening everywhere. It's gonna be icky if all you do is say, have you heard of Thrive yet? There has to be connection. So the connection phase is first. Problem phase is next. You got to figure out what the problem is. Have you seen something on Facebook that is the problem? Maybe it's that somebody just said, gosh, I'm so exhausted. I'm napping with my littles every single day and I'm not getting any of my laundry done. What is the problem? We have to move into the problem stage. So connection phase first. How you doing? Make the connection. If it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, what's the memory? So if you're going for the business side, here are a few questions for you. How has everything been at work? Ask them, how has everything been at work? How has it been trying to keep up with work and family? You know, maybe you know that they just went back to work. How is that work family balance going for you? Are you loving what you're doing at your job? Tell me what you love about being a realtor. Tell me what you love about working corporate for Starbucks. Tell me what you love about being a teacher. Here's a great thing, guys. When you ask people, tell me what you love about your job, inevitably they're going to tell you the yucky stuff too. They're going to tell you one or two things that they like, but then they're going to tell you, it happens, everything. It's subconscious. It just happens. It does. Tell me what you love about being a mom. Oh my gosh, I love raising my kids, but holy crap, God, I'm doing laundry all the time and they always want to eat and they want to play Barbies. I hated Barbies. They're going to tell you what they don't like. They're going to tell you what the problem is. You're going to figure it out real quick. Maybe it's the products. So are you able to keep up with those kids this summer? How'd it go keeping up with the kids this summer? Are things as crazy for you this summer as they have been for me? Think about those type of questions that you can be asking. What's your secret for actually having energy for your kids all day? 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you that they don't, right? Okay. So you need to explore the impact of the problem with them. You have to make the connection. So we've connected to get them in conversation, right? Whether it's the birthday that you connected on, whether it's, you know, a memory that you connected on, you've made that connection. Now we've kind of figured out what the problem is. So let's just say the problem is energy, because that's, you know, a softball for us. Now you need to explore the impact of their problem. Asking an additional question about their problem and relating. Oh my gosh, I remember when my kids would wake up from their nap and I was so exhausted. I thought, how am I going to pull it together to play with them today? Oh, I remember when my kids would get off the bus and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a nap. I'm going to be exhausted. How am I going to get through the homework? How do you get through homework with your kids? Asking a follow-up question. This is exploring the impact of the problem. And then we're going to move into the transformational stage. This is making them think about their problem and how you can fix their problem. This is making them think about it. So for instance, if you were talking to them about the business, what would make you more, if they're telling you, yeah, I don't love my job, what would make you more excited? What would make you more fulfilled with work? If you're trying to talk to them about the business, what would it mean to you to have a little bit more time to yourself? What would that look like? How different would life be with the kids if you had more energy? How would homework feel for you if you weren't dragging through your afternoon? Maybe somebody's talking to you about, I just had this 2 days ago with Chelsea Richardson, and her person was like, my kids want to go to the water park and I just feel so gross in my bathing suit. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's a softball. That is a softball. What would it feel like to not worry about putting on a swimsuit and take the kids to the water park? You're just making them think. You're making them explore the impact of their problem, right? That's all you're doing. Let them answer. Now, here's the biggie, guys. Write this down, star it, and highlight it. Can I share with you what I do? Have I shared with you what I do for work? Hey, do you mind if I share with you a product that has really helped me have more energy? You need to ask for the opening. Otherwise, you have just had this whole transformational conversation and then you're throwing up Thrive on them and they're like, ooh, ick, I'm done. You need to ask them. You have created this relationship with them. And guys, this may not happen all over one day. This may be over a series. But here's the problem. So many of us get stuck in that conversation connection phase. We're asking about their kids going back to school, and we're asking about what they're doing for work, and we're asking all these questions, but we're forgetting to explore any type of impact of a problem, and we're forgetting about Thrive because we still have to sell. we still have to sell our product. All right. So I can dive way deeper into this, but I'm looking at the time and I'm running out of time. So those are some transformational selling things that all start with, if you have this printed, and even, I mean, I can tell you right now, I bet Starla and Susan are my only millionaires that I see on here, are doing this every single day, guys. We all do this. Those of us that are in the grind and building our business and staying consistent are doing this. If this is not in front of you, print it today. If you're not sure where to find it, go find it. It's in your cloud office. Start looking. God, I'm not going to tell you where it is in your cloud office, but it's in your cloud office. Go find it and start working on this. These are your reach outs every day. What are follow-ups? Follow-ups. I just asked this. I literally just asked this. Starla and Susan can tell you, we're in a chat group with a bunch of other leaders. And I literally said, hey guys, who are your follow-ups? When you're doing these follow-ups, who are the follow-ups? Obviously clearly the follow-ups are any sampler, is anybody starting on Thrive, but who else are the follow-ups? Follow-ups might be your hot list people. Follow-ups might be people who you've started conversations with yesterday or last week. I just told somebody that, yes, I was just talking on Saturday with one of my promoters, and she's like, she screenshotted all of these messages, and she's like, here's what we've been talking about. Should I reach back out to her tomorrow? And I'm like, give her some space. Like, why don't it sounds, she's moving her kid. Like, it sounds like she might need a couple days, give her some space. So kind of look at when you're following up with people. How long are you giving? If you have questions about that, reach out to your 200K that's working. And I always preface this by your 200K that you know is in the grind that's working. Find out, start asking, start finding out, when should I respond? How should I respond? What are the questions? If you stop and think about it, guys, pretend like you're standing at Target and talking to a friend. You are not going to immediately throw up Thrive on them. You're going to ask them how they're doing. You're going to tell them how cute their kids are. You're going to look in their basket and go, oh, looks like back to school stuff for you. When do they start? You're going to have conversations. You're going to connect. We're in the business of helping people. So I'm telling you guys all this. I know the topic is consistency, but I'm telling you all of this. It's easier to stay consistent if you have this plan, right? If you have a plan of doing this, guys, this doesn't take me long. I'm going to be done today at 11 o'clock. It's 9:30. I'm going to be done and out of my house at 11 o'clock. And I will have everything done today before I leave, because I have my to-do list written out. I have my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in front of me. I have my auto elite, because guess what? There's a 10th auto ship running. So I have people that are auto shipping on the 10th that I need to reach out to. So I'll be reaching out to all of those people today. I know what I'm doing. I have a set plan and I get it done. I do not scroll social media. I do not sit and look at TikToks. I don't do that, because I have a list of things to do. Scrolling social media is later on, like after the to-do list gets done, right? So follow-ups, social media posts, that's always, I don't love social media, guys. I'll just be real frank with you. I just really don't like it. It's a hard thing for me. If I weren't building a business on it, I'd be like, peace out. I post my capsules every single day. I will tell you this about consistency on the capsules, and I know some of you already know this. April 17th, 2021, April 17th, 2021, I was sitting with Lisa Damas and a couple other people, and Sam Cox at a wine bar in Gilbert, Arizona. And I was saying how much I hated stories. I thought that they were dumb. I didn't like them. And Sam Cox looked at me, who is not on my team. It's actually on Susan Kaufman's team. She looked at me and she goes, Jamie, I'm going to tell you something. It will change everything if you just stay consistent on stories. People need to see your stories. Just stay consistent on stories. I'm like, who wants to see me on stories? This is dumb. And she's like, I can promise you this. Commit to me to post your capsules every single morning. Every single morning, commit to me to post your capsules. And I looked across the table with my glass of rosé, and I said, it might've been red. I don't know. And I said to her, all right, I'll make that commitment. And I looked at the rest of the girls at the table, and I said, we're all making this commitment. I don't know, Lisa, if you have done it or not, but I committed to her and I did it. And guys, 5 weeks, took 5 weeks. And in 5 weeks, at that 5-week mark, and I mean, literally, I'm posting these capsules every single day. And I'm like, this is dumb. This is so dumb. Nobody cares about the capsules. Nobody cares about this. 5 weeks of doing this every single morning for 5 weeks. I got 2 new customers in one day. And both customers said, I keep seeing you posting these capsules in your store, this packet every single morning in your stories. What in the heck is this? I guess I need it. 5 weeks. And now to this day, so it's been over a year. It was April 17th. I don't forget because it was my husband's birthday. He was out of town. And I all the time I get people saying, I keep seeing these in your stories. I keep seeing it in your stories. I have posted those capsules every single day. I don't post the lifestyle mix every single day. I don't post the DFT every single day, but I post those capsules every single morning. Consistency. You guys, if you're going to get up and take the capsules, may as well just take a real quick picture of them and post them on social media. Okay. So that's another thing that's on my every single day. And then my goal is 1 post a day. I don't always do a post on Sunday, but 1 post a day is my goal. That is difficult for me. And so that's my goal. For some of you, 3 and 4 and 5 posts a day is like a no brainer. Then find something that's hard for you and figure it out. Like seriously, like I don't like the reels. I really hate the reels. Like, I'm like, who wants to see a 45-year-old woman like dancing and pointing? Like, I mean, but guess what? The last 3 customers that I've gotten, 2 over the weekend that I don't even know, 2 that I don't even know, but the last 3 customers and 2 over this past weekend that I was so busy came literally from reels. Literally the 2 that I didn't even know. I always say, how'd you get my information? Like, how are we connected? Oh, I saw your reels. Okay, they're working. I guess I'll stick with them. So my goal is 1 a day, Monday through Friday. Doesn't always happen. And I have Kendra kicking my butt. That's another thing. Do you have an accountability person? Do you have somebody that you're just sending a check mark to every single day saying you got done? But what is it? You cannot have an accountability person to say, oh yeah, I did my post. If post is easy for you and you enjoy doing it every day. What's the hard thing that you're going to hold yourself accountable to? I know Starla and Susan hold each other accountable every single day for their 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. And they've shared that. Like, have you shared that with other people that this is my accountability partner and this is what I'm doing? And guys, if your accountability partner goes, oh, I understand. It was your anniversary and you didn't really want to work. That's okay. Find a new accountability partner. Because Tuesday night before my anniversary, I said to Kendra, I really don't want to work tomorrow. And she goes, I will look forward to your check marks tomorrow. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. So who is your accountability partner to keep you focused? If you don't have one, find one and find one quick. If you don't have one, post in here and say you're looking for one and let's get you connected. It doesn't need to be somebody on your team. Starla and Susan are not on the same team. But who is going to hold you accountable and kick your butt on the days that you don't want to do it? On the days that you really just don't want to do it. You have to do it to stay consistent. So adding names to your leads list. A lot of times my names to my adding to the leads list comes from those birthdays, comes from those conversations that I'm having. Oh my gosh, she totally needs Thrive. And then those come. And then you're connecting with a leader. That can be a 3-way call, which I think is so incredibly important. And congratulations to those of you who are continually using the 3-way calls. Those are key to your success, I promise. Along with consistency, there's a lot of keys. But they also can be this can be a connecting with a leader if this is what your connection is today. But guys, don't just take it in. So many of you are using the Zooms and the calls as you're learning and, oh, I'm growing my business. And it's not. It's not. It's great that you're on here and it's great that you're taking notes and taking in what I'm saying and you're going, yeah, Jamie, I'm going to do it. But are you? Are you really going to do it? Because if you're not, you're wasting your damn time. Get off and go work. Because guys, consistency means you actually have to do it. You actually have to follow through. Do you have a calendar printed? Do you have an August and a September calendar printed? It's my September. I don't have anybody on it yet. These calendars should have every single person new that you need to be following up with. So then there's a no-brainer. Guess what? I don't work on Sundays. But yesterday I came in and followed up with these 3 people because these 3 people were starting their Thrive experience. And so I followed up with these 3 on a Sunday. I don't normally work on a Sunday, but I came into my office to ensure that I followed up. That's consistency. I needed to make sure Loretta was on day 3 of her sample. I had to follow up with Loretta on day 3 of her sample. Marita was on day 20 of Thrive. I needed to follow up with her. Day 20, I had to message her. Rebecca was on day 5 yesterday. I had to follow up with her. That's what these calendars are for. I follow up on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, day 7, day 10. Day 15, day 20, and day 25. I have a really cute little Canva that we created on different questions to ask. I'll give that to Starla and Susan, and they can give it to you if you're on their teams. Different questions to ask if you're like, what do you say on day 1, Jamie? What do you say on day 5, Jamie? I have it out. I have it written out exactly what I text people all on every single day during those days. And guess what? They don't get forgotten because they're written on my calendar as soon as they start day 1. So I have 2 girls that are supposed to be starting today. I have not heard from either one of them yet. I texted them right before we got on to make sure that they started. So when I find out that they've started, then I'm going to write their names. Today will be day 1, day 2 tomorrow, day 3 the following day, and so on, so that I am consistently following up with them. Guys, this is what builds relationships. This is what builds trust. And this is what gets you people that want to thrive for free, because they feel comfortable with you, they trust you, and they know that you're going to take care of their friends. I know this is a total another topic. We could do this another day. Follow-ups another day. So these are all part of staying consistent. And I promise you, I probably work a lot more than like a 4K and a 12K are doing, because I do have other people that I need to follow up with. I do have a bigger base of people that I'm doing calls with and Zooms with and this type of thing with. So for those that are 12K and 4K, your days may not be so full with Thrive, but it really also depends on how fast you want to grow. What do you want to do? A lot of times I'll ask new people, well, how fast do you want to get to 12K? Is that your goal? Or are you just really happy filling your tank with gas each week? Like, what does that look like for you? Have you asked your newest promoter that? What does success look like for you? Figure out, I've gone way over, sorry. I'm like, all this stuff is I'm super passionate about. So figure out what success looks like for you, what success looks like for your downline. I can promise you, I know what success looks like for my first several levels, because I'm talking with them, I'm connecting with them, I'm working with them. And it's not the same for everybody. Just because I wanted to get to 200K as fast as I can does not mean that my newest promoter wants to get there. And so we're going to work around their schedules and what they want. But at the end of the day, you got to work this business every day. You cannot work this business sometimes. You need to be touching it every day, because you're going to have people every day. Now, actually, that isn't true. That isn't totally true. I didn't have anybody on, well, I did this week. Today, well, except for my 2 new girls, I don't have anybody. Look at, I have open days. I have open days on here. To me, those open days mean, well, crap, I didn't work hard enough last month and I don't have people on those days. So I need to work harder. So September, I have people on every single day of the week. But that may not be for you. You may be really content getting your product for free and helping a couple other people get their product for free. And that's awesome. And we love you. But please make sure that you're following up. Make sure that you're staying consistent with them. Because that may be your next 12K that you have no idea about. Staying consistent is huge in this business. It's the same thing with the gym, right, guys? Like, I love it when people go, Jamie, I've been taking Thrive for 5 days and I haven't lost a pound. Really? I've been going to the gym for a freaking month and I put on 3 pounds. Like, come on now. Let's think realistically. So, guys, stay consistent. You owe it to not only yourself, you owe it to your friends and family that you have brought in this business. You owe it to multi-level marketing as a whole. And really, it is so incredibly rewarding when you are daily and weekly getting those messages of, oh my gosh, Jamie, I feel so good today. Oh my gosh, Jamie, I just got a new car. I've never driven a brand new car. Oh my goodness, my husband came home from work and took the kids on a bike ride. He's never done that. Those are cool. And we get to be a part of that. All right, I'll stop because I want you guys to jump on Susan's Zoom. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know if you have questions. I am working all week, so shoot me messages in my inbox and I am happy to answer them. And another time we will go over more in-depth social selling. Oh, and I will say, you guys, since we have just a couple more minutes, just one more minute, I'm going to tell you, if you guys are not using your Thrive Connect app, this is a total different subject. Get in your Thrive app, your Thrive Connect app. And if you have not gotten the text message from Lavelle to log in, go ahead and send in a support ticket and make sure that you get that. But be using your Thrive Connect app. I cannot tell you how freaking fantastic this is in the Thrive Connect app. I challenged my team on Thursday, and I'm going to challenge all of you. and now I want to talk to Liz and have her challenge everybody. So at the bottom of the Thrive Connect app, there's these My Tools. You can take your phone and video yourself. Make sure you have good light, doll yourself up, look all cute, put a little lippy on. See, when there's color in your lips, it makes your face pop more. So put color on your lips. Follow me for more insightful information. And so go ahead and film yourself explaining how to take the 3 steps. Hold up the capsules, hold up the lifestyle mix. If you want, shoot me a message with your telephone number and I'll send you mine. And you can actually upload it into your Thrive Connect app. You can go into Canva and make a cute little picture that says how to take your mini experience and how to take your Thrive experience. And then when you have new Thrivers, you can send them the video right out of here, like get their number, put their number in your contacts. You can click on the video and you can text message them the video. It's so freaking cool. And get this, then when they're watching the video, the Thrive Connect app sends you a text message and says they're watching. So I brought it up because literally 2 seconds ago, I got a text message that my new Thriver is one of the girls that's supposed to be starting today is watching it right now. That means she's getting ready to start her Thrive experience today because she's watching it. How cool is that? You guys, I have been using this since we got it in San Diego, and I have not had one person start their Thrive experience wrong. Not one. Every single person has started their Thrive experience correctly because they watched a video of me explaining it. And then guess what? They watch it like 2 and 3 times. I'm not even kidding. Like, and then here's the beauty of it. I see that they watched it. I know right when they watched it. Then I can send them a message and go, hey, saw that you checked out the video. Any questions? So there's just quick follow-ups. It's so genius. I'm going to challenge you all to create your own videos. You know, if today's not a makeup day for you, do it on a makeup day, especially Jason. Make sure that, you know, you're looking cute, Jason, and get that done. I promise you it's totally worth it. And if you want to see mine, just send me a message with your phone number and I will send you mine so you can see how I did it, but it has been genius. So with that, go jump on Susan's Zoom. Sorry, Starla.
No, don't be sorry. This is perfect. And we always wrap up about that. And we don't have to. I just know a lot of people like to get on hers too. I don't even know who's speaking on the Lunch and Grow today, nor do I care right now because this was so good. I have a whole page of notes and I listen to Jamie and work with Jamie weekly. So for me to have all of these notes, a couple of things that just popped out at me while you were talking. Get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. I've had a lot of conversations lately with people inside my organization having nothing to do with Thrive even, and I'm learning this myself. If you are not getting uncomfortable on a regular basis, you guys, you're not growing. You have to do things that make you uncomfortable. If you're an introvert, you have to do things to make you more comfortable being an extrovert. You have to be able to have conversations with people. For me, it's reels. I absolutely hate them. I keep saying that, and I'm not doing a good enough job getting more out there, but I have done some, even though I think they're ridiculous. I think I look ridiculous. I've gotten a lot of results. Everybody that's like them are people that do not follow me at all. So why the heck am I not doing more reels? Because it freaking makes me uncomfortable. I'm never going to grow on video. And where is the world going today? Where is the world going today? Instead of corporate calls, we're doing corporate Zooms right now. Instead of this training call, we're doing a training Zoom. Reels, I mean, like everybody watches videos all the time. YouTube started it long ago, and now look how huge that is. Like, that's just the way of the world. If you want to go, I'm not saying you have to do Reels to grow. I'm not saying you have to do videos to grow, but like that tip Jamie just gave you, that personal one-on-one, I have typed in my notes, Thrive instructions. Every time someone orders and is about to start, I've always copied it and pasted it. Now I send the video of me explaining it. I also send my instructions typed because not everybody listens to a video, or they'll watch reels but not listen to them, which is why you need to type something. Like, there's just all these little things, but that seeing your face, it's just where the world is going. Somebody used it as an example recently on a training I was listening to. Do you remember when nobody had cell phones? Like, do you remember? Like, or only the rich people had cell phones, or people only had them in their car. They were like mounted in their car and they were only used for emergencies only. And now people don't even have home phones anymore. Aren't you glad you bought a cell phone? Because otherwise, can you imagine being the one that still has a phone on the wall and you never have a cell phone with you? Of course you wouldn't do that, because the world has changed. We have to change with it even when we're uncomfortable. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. And then the other thing I thought of was mastering the mundane. I can honestly thank the decision I made in January that whether my team was going to work or not, I was going to work and I was going to grow my business. If I had to start over by myself, which I didn't, thank goodness, because my team rocks, but I did have a lot of leaders drop off, and I could like stay with the slow momentum, or I could recreate momentum. So you have to master the mundane. When I started that every day consistency, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I connected with Jamie and listened to Jamie and put all of her expertise of doing the daily activity every day and the results that she was getting, I just kept imagining that for myself. So literally doing everything Jamie just told y'all has given me an $800 a month pay raise over the last 4 months. It's up to you to give yourself a pay raise. It may not be auto elite for you right now, but if you're 40K or higher and you're not getting auto elite, it's only because of you. You're the only one that can change that, especially if you have the rank. You can give yourself an $800 a month pay raise. And if you're not yet 40K, you can just give yourself a weekly pay raise by mastering the mundane. If you get bored with it, do it anyway. Change it up anyway. Kind of like in the gym. Like you might get tired of going to the gym every month or every week or every day, but you really don't, because why? Every couple of weeks you change up your workouts, right? You're still working the same muscles. You just change up what you're doing. Do the same in your business if you need to keep it creative and fun, to make sure you're doing the work every single day. Okay, now we are late for the Lunch and Grow. So we will hop off. You guys, I will immediately upload this recording and get it posted wherever you saw the graphic. I'll make sure Jamie has it too, so all of her team can share with whoever didn't get to get on today. I know it's during the work day, but Jamie, love you. Appreciate you so much. Great job. Always a pleasure. And thanks to everyone for showing up today. Give yourself a pat on the back. See y'all next week.